There is a quiet contract written into the grasslands of Africa, one signed by no one, yet honored every single day, passed down through instinct rather than memory, older than the acacia trees that shade it. Across the savannah stretches the Maasai giraffe, the tallest creature to ever walk the earth, a tower of bone and muscle draped in a coat of shifting shadows. From a distance, it looks untouchable, a silhouette rising above the grass like a living monument. Nothing on this plain seems capable of troubling something so vast, so high above the reach of predators, so far removed from the dangers that stalk smaller creatures below. But height offers no protection from what lives closest to the skin. Beneath that patterned hide, in the folds of the neck, behind the ears, along the length of the legs, and deep within the coarse hair of the tail, an invisible war is being fought. Ticks burrow into the giraffe's hide, swelling on stolen blood, spreading disease, sapping strength from a body that cannot reach most of its own surface. There is no trunk to sweep them away, no hands to search, no claws to scratch at what itches deepest. The giraffe's greatest gift, its towering height, is also its curse, a body too large, too tall, too impossibly built for its own maintenance. Enter a bird barely the size of a fist. The red-billed oxpecker does not see a giant to fear. It sees a living pantry, a rolling buffet of protein hidden in plain sight, a landscape of skin and hair stretching endlessly beneath its feet. Its claws are curved like grappling hooks, built to grip onto surfaces most animals could never climb, allowing it to hang sideways, upside down, along a neck in constant motion. Its stiff tail feathers brace against the giraffe's coat, the way a woodpecker leans into the bark of a tree, giving it the balance to work without ever losing its footing. And its beak, a blade of brilliant red tipped in gold, works with surgical precision, prying ticks loose one by one from places no other creature could ever reach. What unfolds next is not an attack. It is trust, refined by millions of years of instinct, a partnership neither animal was taught, only inherited. The oxpecker moves without hesitation into the giraffe's most vulnerable places, the delicate skin behind the ears, the soft folds beneath the jaw, the narrow crevices where the neck meets the shoulder, even the thin skin stretched over the ribs. A single wrong move, one sharp jolt of that massive frame, could send the bird tumbling into the grass below. It never happens. Instead, the giraffe stands motionless, eyes half closed, ears occasionally twitching, as if it understands on some deeper level that these small, sharp pinches are not harm, but relief, a discomfort worth enduring for the comfort that follows. Hour after hour, the work continues beneath the open sky. The bird hops, climbs, flutters from shoulder to spine, from spine to flank, from flank down toward the tail, plucking away what the giraffe cannot see and cannot remove alone. It pauses only briefly, head tilting, scanning the horizon out of old habit, before returning to its task with the same quiet determination. A A single oxpecker can strip away hundreds of parasites in a single sitting. A mobile clinic operating in the open plains, with no appointment, no waiting line, and no fee beyond a shared meal freely offered. Other giraffes graze nearby, some carrying their own passengers, small red-billed figures moving across broad backs and slender necks, an entire colony of cleaners scattered across a herd too large to groom itself. It is not a single friendship, but a shared arrangement repeated across the savanna wherever a bird and a giant happen to cross paths. And when the giraffe finally lifts its head and begins to walk, the arrangement does not end. The bird simply holds on, riding along atop its towering companion, carried toward the next patch of shade, the next graze, the next chance to work, unwilling to give up a ride that saves it the effort of flight. By the time the sun tips toward the horizon, something has changed. The coat that once hid 1,000 tiny predators now moves clean and unburdened beneath the golden light, each stride lighter than the one before. The giraffe walks taller, freer, released from a war it could never have won on its own. A war fought silently and invisibly across an entire afternoon. In a landscape built on survival of the strongest, this is a different kind of strength altogether. One built not on size or speed, but on an unspoken agreement between a giant and the small, fearless creature willing to climb it, a bond written nowhere, yet renewed with every sunrise across the plains of Africa.